Welcome to Intermission. Tonight, the East Coast Music Awards Part 2. A musical extravaganza that took both St. John's and the Canadian music industry by storm last weekend. Based at the Radisson Hotel in St. John's, it offered just about anything you wanted to hear in the way of music and in the ways of the musical world. It was a celebration of what makes the culture of Eastern Canada unique. Newfoundland Act took 5 official awards, but all the Newfoundland musicians who attended left on a positive note. Here's some of what went on under the spotlights and behind the scenes.
Thank you. St. John's is a woman getting low to those south side hills. St. John's is a woman. That's where I find my trills.
Hills, thrills, a silvern voice tuning its rills. St. John's had it all last weekend as the grand old lady of the New World played hostess to the East Coast Music Awards.
The winners are
the Irish.
Mr. Spokesman.
Wow, thank you very much. It's like, I don't know what to say.
I'm lucky to still have a shoe on. Somebody stepped on my lace when I got up out of the...
But the winners of the official awards on Sunday merely capped a 4-day showcase of Atlantic musicians at the top of their scale. St. John's Plankerdown Band, led by Kelly Russell, was one of 32 bands to take the stage by storm.
Thank you, Plankerdown Band. Thanks a lot. Enjoy your weekend. Thank you.
But one of the hazards of taking a house by storm is that sometimes, in the midst of thunderous applause, the audience will demand an encore. A what? But as the band laughed over their unexpected predicament, the audience showed no signs of letting up. So they whipped into action.
Our bass player is actually out of town with Ron Hines. So Ryan was subbing in for the gig, and we rehearsed the 5 pieces. So.
Here it is. There. Intro, verse, and chorus. Intro to verse, chorus. Just take it. You get it. It's easy. It's gone.
She's the grandest of ladies, and still not that old. She's just gray at the edges, but the years do take toll.
Meanwhile, downstairs, another storm is brewing. Great Big Sea is hoping to make a few waves of its own. We caught up with the young band of St. John's musicians just moments before their showcase.
I am nervous, but I'm sure we're up to the task. And I was just looking forward to doing the best show we possibly can. And we're all geared for it. We're all pumped and ready to go. So Great Big Sea is going to hit the stage in 4.5 minutes, and we're going to give her as best we can.
Our music is a distillation of the influences that we grew up with and the music that we heard growing up in the St. John's area in Newfoundland. And we figure, you know, that cultural inheritance, that vast repertoire of music, that's what makes us different, you know.
Realistically, one of the things we're hoping to do is to make real good contacts with people and establish ourselves with, you know, buyers and potential agents and stuff who wouldn't get to see us normally.
Great big sea golden long beach, back below the thousand miles. Great big sea golden long beach, granny so she lost her speech to me right for a little all day.
By this time, the upstairs venue is featuring the familiar, haunting tones of Pamela Morgan, of Figgy Duff fame, but this time with a brand new band. Meanwhile, downstairs, Great Big C has moved from stage to schmooze with a rep from Polygram Records.
We're getting signed. He's going to sign me now.
So you're either looking at friends and family putting up some money.
The finer details of contracts and other legalities in the world of entertainment were explored at one of the weekend seminars. Musicians were given a little free legal advice from some of the country's top entertainment lawyers.
Your name, protect your name. Okay, that means registering it locally, if you can afford to do so, registering it as a trademark, so you don't find out that you've created a huge fan base in Canada using a certain name, and then you get down to the States and find out that there's a small band in Dallas, Texas, who had been using that name for 4 years, and you can't use that name in the States.
Is to become experts in our territory.
Other workshops offered pointers on the ideal relationship between artist, agent, and manager.
What do managers want from artists?
Money. One thing I have a rule is that I don't work with an act that isn't working full-time at what they do.
And if you've ever wondered just what it takes to get a video on Much Music, it's not necessarily money, according to program director Denise Donlan.
But the important thing to do is to look at what's happening on the network right now, because that will give you a good indication of what the market is doing. And this changes. It doesn't necessarily always mean that you have to throw major money at the videos. In fact, what we are starting to look for now is that often it's the old out of necessity breeds creativity clause, where if you don't have a lot of money and you have to take some chances, we want to see it.
The Watchmen from Winnipeg. And
audio figured prominently during the weekend as well. CBC Radio broadcast live from the event, pulling industry reps and performers alike into their temporary digs. But Newfoundland musicians attending the conference say there's a lot more to music than meets the air.
Everyone can feel it. There's a big buzz on the East Coast industry now. There's always been a lot of interest in East Coast music, but now it's going into that industry world, and I think that is really what the Atlantic needs, is to sort of connect the art and the talent and the creativity and link it up to this incredible, massive machine.
I just came to get educated, to get informed, just to get more knowledge about how the music business operates, and having this event here in St. John's was just an ideal opportunity for me to get more informed.
We've been talking to some record label people that are familiar with my music, and so if you're not, it's like the Atlantic Lotto. If you're not in it, you certainly can't win it. So I'm just buying my ticket every.
He enjoyed watching the seagulls eat all the puffins up there. Reminded him of what he does to his competition.
Lunch on Friday was a roast with Sam the Record Man on the hot seat. A reminder to everyone that at the heart of it all is a song.
You know, the creative artists of the recording industry have accomplished the unity that legislation cannot and never could. The culture of the country is the greatest asset it has.
When sun rays crown thy pine-clad hills and summer spreads her hand, when silvern voices tune thy rills, we love thee, smiling land. We love thee, we love thee, we love thee, smiling land.
Piper Stock Dermot O'Reilly's studio, and he's based.
Now, don't give it away to me, because I can afford to pay for it.
That's a pretty good plan. Tell you what, I'll give you a deal.
What?
$20, you can have a CD, no problem.
A quick check with Great Big Sea shows Sean McCann treading water with the best of them. Sam Snyderman gets a personal invitation to their next concert and yet another chance to immortalize his name.
On the go.
Thank you, sir.
Pleasure. Thanks a lot.
That's beautiful.
On the go.
That is beautiful.
What we've accomplished is we've just met everybody who's in the business in Canada, so which is a great plus. And we've contacted with everybody. We've got positive responses from some people, some really good advice, and some really good encouragement. So we're there, and we're on track, and looking forward to the future.
The East Coast Music Awards may have wrapped up, but the celebration of East Coast music goes on. The event seems to have lit a fire under those who've attended, the sense of vibrant community making everyone a winner, and the weekend merely a prelude of music to come.
Yes, I do, Atlanta blue. My heart is as cold. My heart is as cold. My heart is as cold as you.
Talk about going out on a high note. That one courtesy of Sergei Chepornov, formerly of Moscow, who now makes his home in St. John's. From the East Bloc to the East Coast, definitely our gain. From East Coast music now to East Coast Women and Words. The Writers Group will sponsor a public reading tonight at the Ship Inn in St. John's. Entitled From the Mouths of Babes, it will feature poetry, performance, and music from Ann Dector, Marion White, Lois Brown, and Bonnie Olton, just to name a few. And a quick reminder to folks on the province's west coast, the Franklin Gallery of Corner Brook tonight launches an exhibition of several new Gerald Squires prints, as well as some raku sculpture from Squires and his wife Gail. The exhibit will open this evening at the Mamatique Inn, then will continue at the Franklin Gallery until February 26th. And that's it for this week. Tune in again next Thursday when I bring you the story of Newfoundland's ordinary people and a photojournalist who wanted to capture their images forever. That's next week. We'll see you then.